And action.
Hi everyone, this is Bryn. If you've had a problem with updating the firmware in your Hero 2 camera and you've tried rolling back only to end up bricking your camera, then this might be the solution for you. At the moment, the latest version of firmware is version 222. It seems to be that there's a problem that once you've updated to 222, you can't roll back to previous versions. So the actual process of rolling back bricks your camera. Let's have a look and see what I mean. Turn on the Hero 2. Everything works normally. Plug in the USB cable. And we'll go over to the computer. To roll back, you would normally reformat your SD card and then copy and paste an older version of firmware to the root level of your SD card. Please keep in mind that I'm showing you what not to do. I'm going to deliberately brick my Hero 2. If you've already done that, then it's probably because you were hoping that rolling back would fix a problem with more recent firmware. I think the best thing to do is contact GoPro about your problem and wait for a firmware update that will hopefully solve it. Okay, unplug USB lead. Now, the normal way to roll back the firmware in the GoPro Hero 2 is to press and hold the shutter button while powering on the camera. Then you get the video icon and you press the power button once, twice, 3 times. Now that will downgrade. This is the usual way that it works, but this is trying to downgrade from version 222 to version 124. We'll let that do that, but let's see what happens when it finishes. So this is what happens. You get the video icon, you get the battery indicator with a number 1 there. Now normally you would turn the camera on or off and back on and it would complete the upload. But in this case, it's just totally bricked at this point. This button does nothing. This button does nothing. Uh-oh, problem. Uh-oh, I bricked the camera. Now, if you've already done this and you're wondering what to do with your GoPro Hero 2, don't throw it away, don't send it back to GoPro. This is what you can do. Now just check this out. If I press and hold the power button, okay, the camera turns off, but won't turn on. No, nothing works. But it hasn't actually turned off. If I eject the SD card, what's going on? The camera is still on. If I plug that back in again, it won't recognize the SD card now. Nothing works. Okay, the only thing that you can do at this point is to take the battery out. Let the camera reset. Now, this is still not going to work. So what you need to do is plug your lead in, and we need to go back and reinstall version 222 through Cineform Studio. Open Cineform Studio and turn on the Hero 2. Okay, now this is indicated that there's a firmware update. It's showing that there's an update available. So we can go ahead and update. Okay, now that the update is finished, we can disconnect the camera and we'll turn the camera on and it will continue to update. Now the update is complete. You can see that all the functions of the Hero 2 are working normally again. Only thing to remember is you need to go back in and set the time and date in the camera again, because that any settings that you had previously will have been lost. So there you have it. If you've bricked your Hero 2 trying to roll back from version 2.2.2 firmware to an earlier version, then updating in Cineform Studio should get it going again. This is Bryn. Thanks for watching.